And welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. I'm your host Mikey, and along with my friends today at allfreeknitting.com, we are asking you to put down that crochet hook, put down the loom knitting equipment, put down those old-fashioned chick sticks, or the knitting needles as you can say, and we're going to dive into a little bit of jewelry making, and this is absolutely brilliant. And I'm going to show you in just a sec, but I want to tell you first, before I show you, a woman has invented this product. So to me, this is a success story of another woman being all really fabulous, inspiring us with creativity by creating such a simple little tool as the Viking Knitting Tool. And this is available online or in some really fancy stores, and we'll talk a little bit about that. And the inventor's name is Stephanie Eddy. Now Stephanie has provided a really great kit, and the kit is just loaded to get you started right from scratch, so you don't need to run out and buy wire, you don't need to do any of that. And so it gives you a really great opportunity to be able to learn right off the bat with everything that's inside the package. And so inside you're going to get a little carrying case where everything goes into. You're going to get some wire, you're going to get this particular tool, you're going to get some sizing equipment, and it is just absolutely fabulous. Lots of directions, even diagrams. We all love diagrams, lots of diagrams, and you know what? It's hard not to be successful using her kits with this little tool. So we're going to start the tutorial in just a few seconds here, and I'm going to give you a word of caution. Working with wire is very intimidating. You're scared to bend it. You think it's going to go, oh my god. So I found with myself, it takes a little bit of practice. So if you're going to get a product off, I just happen to be brilliant to get this to look as good as it did on my first try. But I tell you, this was not my very first attempt on actually trying it. In completion, I did some sample little sections just to actually work with the wire. It's just like the crochet jewelry that I do. You got to get used to working with the wire. You got to understand how it flexes, and you don't want it twisting up with each other to cause kinks within the wire as well. So in today's tutorial, we're going to work on actually making this bracelet right from scratch to finish. And once I get you started, you're going to see how simple this is. And one final note, the people that actually trained me with this tool was MarilynGardner.com, and if you want to purchase this product, you can actually go into more information of this video and actually click it, and it will go over to their store. They actually have a real store and an online store, so you can go that way as well. Now their designer slash artist, Cindy Goldrick, is actually responsible for leading me through step by step on this particular tool. Once I seen her at the Toronto Bead Society, I realized how fabulous it was. It was so simple, and she really was a great mentor in order to teach me how to do this tool. So with that information, and with Marilyn Gardner, of course with allfreeknitting.com, we are pleased to present this tutorial on making bracelets. Talk about the materials you're going to use. I got my little toggles out. This is just an assortment that I have. You can pick whatever one you want. I do use these crimping tubes, and I use them inside the bracelet. You're not necessarily supposed to, but I can't see why you can't, because you can't see them that they're actually inside my bracelet. I really liked it for that, so that was my artist license, being able to improve on a product that I felt was lacking for myself. And then here we have the actual nail clippers, and these provide a really excellent cut when you're working with wire. And then we're going to be using artistic wire. It's a 26 gauge non-tarnishing silver. These bracelets, if they actually tarnish, they look like sin. So it's best that if you're going to use this kind of stuff, use one where you know the colors will not fade or it will not tarnish. And finally, we're going to be using 2 sets of pliers. We're going to use a flat jewelry making plier as well as a needle nose, and we use those in order to fasten off in the end, as well as the crimping tubes. So our very first step is that I want you to pull out some wire and cut a 2 foot length, and get ready with your Viking knitting tool. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my 2 foot strip, just like so. I like to use my pliers for a lot of things, just taking it out of there. And now let's just rough it out to 2 feet. You don't want it to so it's so long that it's hard to work with. So just 2. And now grabbing your nail clippers, this is what that's for. So if you thought you need wired clippers, that's not true. The nail clippers do a really nice fine cut. So that's your first step. So let's grab your Viking knitting tool and work on the next. So it's kind of hard to work with this stuff because it likes to bend all over the place, but you do get used to how it's going to operate. So let's grab our tool next, and you're going to see an actual groove. Okay, and the other one is further down on the other side, so the groove is actually working down on an angle, just like so. So what you want to do is you want to put it in the top one where it comes out of the second one on the bottom, and just put your finger down on top of it. So you just want to secure this in a position. So now just pulling this out, just like so, we want to come down, and you'll see that the top is like daisies. Okay, just like so, it's like a flower. And so basically you want to look for the one that matches over, and this thing just pops off. So it can freely rotate. So just make sure you rotate it so that the actual hole is lined up with the hole on the shaft. And now coming down, so just down through, and we want to come over top of this other wire. Okay, just like so, and pull through. Now, as Stephanie indicates here, is that this groove here provides like an actual, just kind of a measuring area in order to give it some kind of, you know, you can be very consistent with it. So put your thumb down on top of that, because you can pull it even tighter like that, but you do want the loops to kind of come down. So now grabbing this wire again, go to the next one on the top, just like so, down, and so it's in front. Okay. Okay, and now just put your finger down on it. So in actual fact, if you pulled it tight, you'd actually pull all of that really tight to the daisy wheel. I did that during my prototyping. So I've kind of gone through some of the lessons already. And now just pulling it tight again. Okay. And now just keep going around. There's actually, how many? There's 6 particular slots. So again, just coming down. So you can see that it's kind of looking inconsistent over here. We're going to try to fix that in a bit, so don't panic about that too much. Keep going down. And we'll talk about some of the tips that I have as working with this particular tool. And finally, the last one. Pulling it down. Okay. And so now what you want to do is just hold for a second. I'm going to just change the camera angle a little bit, and I want to show you some tips that were inside the kit. So inside your kit you will have received what is like a tack. So this is not for your bulletin board, it's actually for this. And so this is for moving stuff around. So if things are not working out, or you can't get the wire in and out, or you need to shape it better, this is what this little tacky thing is for. So it's a pretty cool idea and great. Thank you to Stephanie for providing that. So she's got all the tools that you need. So now the next process that we need to do is now begin the actual knitting. And if you're looking really carefully, you'll see that it's like a teardrop. Okay, that's what Stephanie says. It's like a teardrop. And what we want to come down is that we want to secure this wire in behind the entire loop. Okay, so not just one side, but in behind, so it's grabbing onto both and now pulling it through. And so then these loops underneath will be much smaller. So go to the next one. Okay, and do not be afraid to use your thumb. I found that myself, is that, you know, you got to use your thumb to kind of stabilize this wire. Okay, so if the wire is going to twist on you, don't be yanking on it so you know it's going to cause a kink. You don't want this wire kinking. So just continuing to go around this tool. I find that the color of this wire combined with the actual studio lighting is kind of difficult to see. So just like so, and then here we go. Again, we want to keep that wire from kinking. And so basically now you're going to see that things are now just forming right underneath. So if things are not directly, see how these kind of are together? Just want to move one over slightly. Just like so. We want to correct it now. Just like if it's happening throughout the project, we want to make sure that it's pretty consistent looking all the way around. So now what we want to do is just continue to go. Okay, so that was our first revolution. I'm not counting revolutions. So the next one is right underneath. Do you see that? Right there. Okay, so we're just gonna, so now we're just working on the next layer. So the next one is right there. I find this easier. This wire is not bad to work with, the 26 gauge. And so you will find when you're working with this project that your wiring is going to look different as you work along and get more experience with it. This is not one of those ones that you can just pick up and instantly be a rock star. It does require a little bit of practice. See, now you see two stitches are kind of too close together, so we're just going to move over one. Okay, just want to space it a little bit better. Again, you need to correct it as you go. And so what we're going to do now, that's all you got to do. Just keep going around. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you keep doing that, and let's do a string change or a wire change, because this wire, because it's so small, does need to be there's more wire that has to be added to this. Now the procedure I'm going to show you is from Cindy Goldrick, my mentor. She showed me an easier way to actually do it, and I really like it. And then I'm going to show you how I crimped it off just for my own satisfaction of being secure. So let's meet up when I'm getting low on the wire, and you want about 1 inch left on your wire, and then we're going to move along. Okay, so keep going until there's about 1 inch left, and we'll meet right back up here and we'll keep going. Okay, so here's where we are. This is where I left off, so there's about 1 inch, 1.5 inches left on there. And now this one here is from when we slipped it in through the first. So what Cindy, my mentor, tells me is that just to slide this thing, remember how I kind of came up and off the top? We want to slide that up now, just like so. Okay, and we want to cut this particular wire as well. Okay, so it's still in the hole. So using your wire or your nail clippers, just clip that out. Okay, so it fell out through the bottom. Okay, and now the top one is the one that we need to focus. So there's the bottom, and then there's the top. And now off camera, I got another piece of wire ready. Okay, and what we want to do now is just come in. Okay, just like so. So we're going through the top one and then down. Okay, secure it with your finger. And what we want to do is we want to line that hole with the very last one that we just did. Okay, so in actual fact, there it is, like so. And it's like double knitting. So what we want to do is we want to put that wire through the exact same location of where the other one was. Okay, so the very last one that you just did, put it through the exact same. Now you're going to notice sometimes it's hard to get your wire in behind, but you just got to try your best. And so basically this one here matches the last one that you just did. Okay, so there'll appear to be two wires in the one. Okay, and we want to just continue to go around. Okay, so let's go around. And you notice that this is coming off the top now. Do you see how big of a deal it is? It's not, because you don't need to worry about it, because really the shaft is for stabilizing it and making the consistency of these particular loops. Okay, so let's continue to go. Again, see how I'm using my thumb to press down, kind of hold things in a position, just like so. So in the bracelet that I had, there's about 5 different wires all worked in there. And you know, basically how it looks is however long you want it, I guess. And if you ever make your thing too long, you can always cut it shorter and actually be successful in cutting it shorter as well. So we just want to go all the way around once. Okay, so the next one is exactly where the other two are in there, so we want to kind of get in there